Next guy, American
You know,
Express.
don't leave home without it.
Don't leave home without it. There you go.
Carl Malden. Hi there, and he had that nose, that weird nose. Hi there,
Yeah.
this is Andy at from Croak. Hi, this is Andy from the Black Spinner Music Podcast, and along here with Al, our co-host, and we got a special guest with us, Mark Alden Taylor from the Freeform Rock Podcast and the BS Sessions.
I think
How's it?
I'm bringing you that fucking mojo because you're like,
I know I gotta. I,
I'm the stutterer on freeform. It's usually because I'm drunk, but I'm just
what's going on,
nothing,
Mark?
man.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
What
First
about
day
you,
back
Al?
at work. It's
Oh,
cool.
really? Yeah. Mine was yesterday. It was
Mm.
okay, man. We were busy. Al, how's it going with you?
Good, man. I'm down here in South Florida doing some work, staying at the South Florida headquarters here of my job. So
Wow.
the the phone connection might be a little wonky. So hopefully I'll be all right.
Well, that's cool. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So, so what we're doing tonight on Black Spirit Music Podcast. Oh yeah. Also, I want to send a shout out to the great Metal Mike Tyler. He was supposed to be here today, but he's feeling really under the weather, really bad. So let's send out a get well real soon, so that he can get back talking about music and doing all the things that he loves. And
Yeah,
also our
get that, Mike.
condolences to Chris Elio. We're real sorry to hear about the passing of your mother. Condolences to you, our friend. All right.
Yes,
Well, so what
I'm
we're going
sorry.
to be doing, we're going to have a vinyl battle. Both albums, one album was from 1983, another one from 1984, and these albums were the epitome or the definition of the Sunset Strip in LA's music scene of hard rock. Um, would you say heavy metal, or is that kind of pushing it? It's more hard
It was
rock.
heavy metal back then. It was
Yeah.
definitely considered heavy metal back in the day.
Okay.
You're looking at the video. They're all calling it metal back then. They're
All
saying,
right.
"Oh, here's a
So
new metal video from Rat from L.A." Or
yeah.
Motley Crue from L.A. They had the look. It was glam, but it wasn't like Poison.
No,
So,
not yet.
Well,
no,
predated it.
but Motley Crue was pretty close. Motley Crue is pretty close to getting that Poison look, but they look like men in their glam. So
Right. So the albums that we're talking about is the 1983 Motley Crue "Shout at the Devil" versus the 1984 Rat Out of the Cellar. Both are pinnacle albums for this movement that was going on in the early 80s in the movement of hard rock and heavy metal. But before we do that, we've got a segment that we like to call "What's Spinning." So, Mark, what have you been listening to lately?
I've been listening to a lot of the albums that we're gonna have tomorrow on a BS, or so I won't say any of those. Our top 11 so albums from last year,
Okay.
but I've been spinning like maybe The Cure, some freaking like getting into old Clutch, because I've been getting into Clutch for like 2 years now, and they have so much stuff. It's just
They do.
listening to it all. It's like you got so many different errors. It remind me of Rush. They just go through errors. It's like right now they're kind of like hard rock metal. Before they were doing like fucking stoner rock, and it's like god damn. That's
Yeah.
what I've been getting into is Clutch, man. Really good band.
And
I'm
even
s-
like,
Yeah.
and even the first couple albums, they were kind of even like a bit hardcore.
yeah. It's like that band is trippy. I love them.
Yeah, the thing with them is that you never know what you're going to get when you buy an album of theirs, but you know it's going to be good because
Yeah.
everything that they have done. I mean, you can tell the musicianship from that band is top notch. Al, what have you been spinning?
Well, I haven't. Well, I mean, it's funny we're doing a vinyl battle of like two seminal Sunset Strip releases. So when I came down here, I searched out to see if there was any record stores in the area, and there was none. But so I was like, fuck it. I just went to Walmart, and Walmart has a vinyl section, and I saw this. I never had it on vinyl actually,
What
so I
is it?
picked up this one.
Oh, dude,
Nice.
you got it! That's awesome.
They had it on colored vinyl, man. So I'm like,
Yeah,
you know what? I don't have Metal Health on vinyl, and I mean, fuck it, dude. I gotta get it, man. I only had it on CD and cassette. I never had it on vinyl. So it comes in like a it's called sea glass with white swirled vinyl or something.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it was only like $15, dude. So I was like, I gotta get it, man. You know, just to have it. It's a seminal album. I mean, we're talking about Shout at the Devil and Out of the Cellar. I mean, Metal Health was one of those albums too that really put
in the middle of it.
It would put metal in the masses. You know, it would make it commercial. You know, where a lot of people who weren't really into hard rock or heavy metal, all of a sudden, like, you know, they picked up this album and it was like their gateway. I always call it like one of the gateway albums into like heavy metal. You know, to me, it's like that, like Stay Hungry and like Pyromania, are like the three big, you know, fucking gateway albums.
Pyromania was mine.
Yeah, Pyromania was actually, Metal Health and Pyromania both really were kind of mine. They were about same time, you know. I didn't get Stay Hungry didn't come out until a year later, right? In '84,
Yeah.
I think. So, yeah. So I mean, but yeah, Metal Health, man. MTV. They were all over MTV and shit. So I saw it, man. I'm like, let me pick this up. I mean, I don't have to spin it because I've heard the album a million times.
Yeah.
But I mean, I figured I'd show it for the What's Spinning segment today. So
that's awesome.
You know you're gonna spin that. You're gonna see.
I am gonna spin it, but I don't have a record player down here.
No, when you get home.
Yeah, of course.
You're gonna call a boss. Hey, I'm here at the house, but there's no turntable. You know where it is?
Yeah, I'm gonna call the boss. I'm gonna say I'm gonna set up a turntable on here so whenever I come down there,
that should be in your contract. Bluetooth turntable.
Yeah, there you go.
The boss is gonna go in a month and he's going, who put all the surround sound in here?
Yeah, no shit. There's a whole fucking like 50 speakers in here and shit.
Why is there a big old Kiss sign that's almost a stage prop?
Posters on the walls and yeah, there you go. Oh man, what do you got, Andy?
Oh yeah, man. Well, I was going to show something else this morning. I was set on it. And then I was going through my phone this morning looking for something to listen to while I was getting ready for work. And there was a little segment on my Apple Music called Pop Rock of the 90s. So I said, oh, let me look through there. And then I streamed this album. I said, man, this is a really good album. It was a lot better than what I remember it being. So I came home. I threw it on the CD player, heard it twice to make sure I wanted to talk about it, and I still do. Everclear, so much for the afterglow.
It's a fucking great album.
I remember this album had a few great hits on it, and also the deep tracks were pretty good. But man, I heard it 3 times today, and dude, this album is fantastic. It even comes with a great instrumental on it, which was really good. And I really like Alex's storytelling and the different kind of characters that he would write about into his songs. And then I thought, man, it was weird that they categorized this as pop rock of the 90s because there's nothing really pop about it. You know, it's a really good alternative rock album of the 90s. So much for the afterglow.
Alternative rock became the pop of the 90s, really.
Yeah, it did. It took over. Took over the
radio. Yeah, Everclear were big in the 90s, man.
Yeah. They even did a Kiss cover in Detroit Rock City.
Oh, did they? What song did they do?
Wasn't it Rock and Roll All Night? Did they do that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh God!
I haven't seen them. I haven't seen that movie in so long. I don't think they were on the Kiss My Ass album, were they?
No, they made a video for that album. There's a video on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was for the movie soundtrack?
Yeah.
Detroit Rock City? Okay. So while Mark is looking that up, we are going to start with our vinyl battle. Motley Crue's Shout at the Devil versus Rat Out of the Cellar. We never know how these are going to be. You know, we can start off and say, oh, I like this album a lot better, no contest. But when you go track by track, things change because you're practically battling song by song, track one against track one, and so on. So we're going to go ahead and start. Mark, what are you going to start off with? In the Beginning / Shout at the Devil against Wanted Man. Yes, I am.
Now, when we started this, I thought one band was going to win, but it turned out the other band won. This is the beauty of these battles right here. It's like, shit, just thinking about, oh, that's easy. And then I said, you know what? I need to listen to them today. And I got, no, that other one wins. It's got to be Shout at the Devil. Wanted Man. I love that fucking song. It's fucking great. Love the video. But fuck, man, Shout at the Devil is just fucking way more iconic than fucking Wanted Man. That's just like, shout, shout at the devil. You know, it's like, it's just fucking, it's like Motley Crue going, here we are, bitches. Fuck off. Love that song.
And then they left soon thereafter. But I really did not like when they redid it for their greatest hits. I think
that was horrible.
Or something like that.
That was horrible.
That was Shout 97. That was I didn't dig it either.
Yeah, that was horrible. It was like they employed methods of mayhem to play it. Al, what are you gonna go with?
So in the beginning and Shout the Devil, you combine them, right?
Yeah.
They're one song. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know me, like I never really rehearsed this stuff. Like I didn't write anything down. I've heard the both albums, you know, consistently like many times.
Yeah.
So I just go by the gut, and I'm gonna go Shout the Devil as well. I love Wanted Man, great opening of a song. But yeah, Shout the Devil with the ominous in the beginning, and then I mean it's just like fucking Motley Crue, like full on like metal. You know what I mean? Like they're just like it's like an announcement, like it's their second album, but it was like we're here to stay. This is us, man. This is we're fucking evil now. But no, it's a great song. It's got a great groove, man, and mixed guitar sounds awesome on that. But again, I love Wanted Man. I mean, it's a hard decision, but I'm going with Shout.
But you notice with Motley Crue and Rat, they both have their signature guitar sounds. Nobody sounds like them back then.
Yeah,
it's like,
definitely.
Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, the two guitar players, Mars and DeMartini,
Robin
and Robin Crosby, all three pretty much put their stamps on these bands and helped them become what they became. But I am going to go with In the Beginning, Shout the Devil. I do like Wanted Man. Wanted Man is a good song. But In the Beginning and Shout the Devil is just iconic. And not just that, I do want to say this before we go on. Vince Neil never sounded better on any other album than he did here. The production,
I'll agree with that.
Strong, and he just did great vocals on this whole album. So, the first track goes to Shout the Devil. It was a clean sweep.
Michael Wagner produced it, right?
No, Shout the Devil was
Werman. No, it wasn't Werman.
Tom Werman.
Oh, it was, and he did Girls, Girls, Girls also. Yeah.
Well, Tom Werman did those three albums in a row. This Theater and Girls, Girls, Girls. So
I got Wagner confused with Dokken a little bit. Sunset Strip.
Yeah, Tom Werman, who did Cheap Trick, who did Stay Hungry, he did a lot of albums, man.
Yeah.
And Bo Hill did
the Rat albums.
Did the Rat album.
Yeah. And they sound great too, man.
Yeah, it did.
I think he was I think the production job on both albums are phenomenal.
The difference with Bo and Tom Werman did this album great, and then the next two albums came out. But Rat kept going. I think Rat has a stronger catalog than Motley Crue.
I think Rat's albums had a consistent sound to them. They kind of didn't stray too much from the sound, where Motley Crue kind of sounded different, kind of almost with each album, Yeah. I think Rats just stayed consistent with a form. I mean, if you listen to Out of the Cellar and then Invasion of Your Privacy and Dancing Undercover, they sound not too different, too much different from each other, and even like if you ever watch the Behind the Music with Rat, even they admitted on there, they're like, oh well, Bo Hill just kind of had a formula and he stuck with it, with them. So Whereas Tom Werman, Tom Werman, I guess he probably kind of catered to what like Nikki Sixx probably wanted to do. You know what I mean? He just, because Tom Werman's albums, if you listen to them, they don't have like a signature sound to them. They just all the bands sound different. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
That would be something interesting. I want to talk about that.
Yeah, Tom Werman, he's been doing a lot of interviews lately. I've been listening to some of them. His goal was he wanted to get bands on the radio. He wanted to produce them to more like a kind of a radio friendly sound.
Eddie Trunk. He was on Eddie Trunk talking about. He's got a book coming out. That's why.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's a great. I like a lot.
He's one of my favorite producers. Him and Wagner and Bo Hill. I like those guys, man.
Yeah.
So the first round does go to Motley Crue. The first round. I did want to say that when Tom and Motley Crue kept going, they got a little glossy on Theater, which was fine, but on Girls, they went full out gloss and thin.
Wild Side wasn't glossy though. That's weird, huh? That song.
But everything else was, because Wild Side doesn't even sound like anything else.
I know, it's like, why didn't they keep going with the Wild Side sound? Why did we get like different? I like that album. I'm with Bushy on that album. So, but I'm just saying, if they would have kept the whole consistency sound of Wild Side from start to finish, that album probably would have been one of their best.
It sounds patchy. So let's move on to the second song, track 2. Motley Crue comes in with Looks That Kill against You're in Trouble by Rat. Mark.
Yeah, this is a hard one. I love You're in Trouble. What you gonna do? That freaking bass by Cruciate. Boom, 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 boom. It's like, wasn't this on the EP too, Al? Wasn't You're in Trouble on the EP?
I believe so. Yeah, I think it was on the first EP.
Yeah, I think I love that version of it, but this version is the best. But Looks That Kill, I can't go against that song. That song just fucking rules, man. She's got that looks like that riff that Mars is doing.
Yeah,
I love Looks That Kill, so I go for Crue on that one.
Nuts on that song too, man. He was just
damn, fuck yeah. And I was going one way and I went the other. I'm not Blondie, but go ahead.
So that's what you're going to go with, is Looks That Kill?
Yeah, Looks That Kill.
All right. Al?
I'm actually going to go with You're in Trouble. This is going to sound like kind of weird, but I was never that huge on Looks That Kill, to be honest with you. It's a good song, but I was never like head over heels over it. You're in Trouble is awesome, dude. I love that song. To me, it beats Looks That Kill hands down, man. I don't know, man. I just love the groove of that song and lyrics and all that shit, dude. It's awesome.
It was a tough one for me, Al, but because it's a great song, man. It's like
I'm gonna have
so
to
You're in Trouble for me.
Yeah, let's see. Y'all are split, so I am the decision maker on this one. I'm gonna go with Looks That Kill on that one. I really do dig the shortness of the song. It's heavy from beginning and it never stops. The video is a little, with, I guess it was the underground tunnel or a cave. I don't know.
But there was a hot blonde in there. Come on.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
Looks That Kill?
Was it?
Looks That Kill was a...
I wouldn't
Looks
call
Like
it
Kill got a lot
video.
of play on MTV, man.
They were fucking wasted on cocaine and fucking alcohol in that video. 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, filming that shit.
Call Vince Neil hot blonde, but
no, but there's women in there, and they're hot. I'm not talking. I'm not doing dude looks like a lady here, where I thought Vince Neil was a hot chick.
God, that's a horrible.
That was Aerosmith that thought that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Looks That Kill. Next track 3. Motley Crue comes in with Bastard, against one of the most biggest hits. Or no, the biggest hit in Rat's career, Around and Round. Even Milton Berle came out in that video. Mark, what are you gonna do? Which was weird. Why was he on that video? Does anybody know?
Because Marshall Berle was their manager.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Marshall
his
Burl was Rat's manager.
that's his
That's why
nephew.
Milton Berle. Yeah.
Okay, you see,
So that,
I didn't know that.
yeah, that's why Milton Berle's in the video.
Oh.
Okay.
There was
Well,
that connection.
look at that, everybody. We just learned something there. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, well, me and Al knew that. You just learned something.
Well, I just learned something, and I hope that someone out there has learned something too.
Oh god.
That's why we have these. We learn stuff.
Bastard is a fucking killer track. I could love that fucking song. Tommy Lee is pummeling on the drums on that fucking song, but I timeline here, like everybody talks about timeline. Fucking round and round, man. That video with the fucking girl like shedding her skin, going up the fuck. I got so many memories. Round and round. It's just fucking ear candy, sing along, fucking great song. Them falling through the roof with Milton Berle and the fucking. God dang, I took that fucking 45 to church. I played round and round at church. So I'm taking Rat on this one.
All right. Al, which way are you going to go? Are you going to go with Ugliness, a Bastard, or the pop metal of Round and Round?
That's tough, man. Because Bastard is a great song, dude. I love that song on that album. But Round and Round is just so iconic, bro. It's like their signature. Like, I mean, when somebody thinks of Rat, think of Round and Round, and I'm not gonna put the burnout factor against it. I mean, I just think I'm just gonna pick it because I think it's a more iconic song. I mean, it's not that. I mean, I could go Bastard too, dude, but I'm gonna go Round and Round because it's just. I don't know. It's just such a well-crafted song. I love the guitar lines in that. I love everything about it, man. It's just a well-crafted song, man. Yeah. You know, Bastard is like fucking them just going all out, man. I mean,
fuck yeah.
It's a fucking great song too, man. But damn, I mean, it's a hard choice, man.
Whoa.
But I'm gonna give the edge to Round and Round for this one, though.
Yeah, I'm a fan of both of them, but I am going to go with Round and Round. That's what made me. That's what made me like the band. That's what made me want to listen to them more and get into their catalog and stuff like that. So I am going to go with Rat.
That song made me a fan for life. You know, you just put it that way. Yeah. That was the song that led me up to them.
Well, yeah, because that song was everywhere at that time, and then when they brought it back for that Geico commercial.
I think
that Geico commercial. That's perfect.
I think it's awesome when DeMartini falls through the roof and just plays that fucking lead and then kicks it up to Robin. I fucking love that shit. That's just amazing. That video is just burned in my head forever.
Oh yeah,
I
like it. The next track we're going to go with an instrumental by Motley Crue, being "God Bless the Children of the Beast" against "In Your Direction" by Rat. Mark,
this is no contest for me. I'm going to take "In Your Direction" by Rat because that's just I don't know why the hell they put that in there. They already had the beginning of like, you know, Shout of the Devil. Did they need to put another thing in there and an acoustic licking thing? It's not like they made a concept album, so it didn't make sense to have that. I've never understood that song on that album, so I'm taking Rat.
It's just a showcase for Mick, you know. It's I like the instrumental, actually. Personally, I do. I mean, but I'm not going to pick it over in Your Direction. In Your Direction's another phenomenal song on Out of the Cellar. So, I mean, it's still an easy pick for me too. But I do like God Bless the Children of the Beast. I always like that instrumental, actually.
Yeah. Well, I like it. It just doesn't make sense in the placement of that album, since it's not really a concept album. You know, there's lots of themes going through it.
It doesn't have to be a concept album to have an instrumental on there. I mean, eruptions on Van Halen 1.
But they already talked about the Children of the Beast in the beginning before Shout, so it was redundant. It was redundant to me.
It doesn't mean it's a concept or anything.
I know. It just sounded out of place.
The concept of the album is fucking evil and shit. It's just, you know. I don't know. I like the song though. And cool thing about
I like it too.
The cool thing about Mick Mars is, and what made the thing that made Motley Crue stand out from all the other ones of those '80s bands is that Mick Mars was not a shredder. he was the old school type of bluesy. He came from like the real. I mean, he was 10 years older than all the other guys, at least, if not more. So really, he was a '70s guy, like hardcore, and his roots were rooted in the '60s, like guys like Jeff Beck, Jimi Hendrix, shit like that. You know, he didn't. He wasn't one of those shredder types. So I mean, he wasn't from the Eddie Van Halen school or Randy Rhoads or any of that type of stuff. You know, he was like straight ahead. You know, rock. But I mean, he had an edge to his playing. He was heavy. I loved his tone and everything. And but that's to me, that's what set Motley Crue apart from all those other bands. Yeah, they were like an '80s, Sunset Strip band, but guitar wise, man, Mick was more of an old school player, So I thought that was kind of cool, the fact that they got rid of him now. The fact that they got rid of him now and they have a shredder kind of it's kind of different. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to go into all that, but I mean, to me, Mick was he was a signature part of their sound. I mean, he was their sound, man.
He was.
Yeah. He was. It's like you had Robin Crosby and Warren D. Martini for Rat giving him that signature sound, guitar sound. And then you had Mick Mars by himself doing that for Motley Crue until Nikki Sixx started fucking with him,
Yeah. But also I wanted to add what I wanted to say was that Black Sabbath always put in little acoustic interludes into their tracks. So I wonder
Laguna Sunrise. Yeah.
I mean, almost on every album there was a little music thing that Iommi did. So I wonder if that's what Mick Mars was doing, to give homage to Sabbath and to Iommi, because I was just saying that he was the guy from that era.
Yeah,
yeah,
that would make a lot of sense.
But I still went within your direction. But I do love that instrumental. It's wicked.
It is. It has that like Damien choir. God bless the children of the beast. Like it sounds omanish.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But that was another clean sweep for Rat. I forgot to. So Rat won this round. In fact, they've won the last two. Rat. So right now it's tied 2-2. It looks like. Yep. So the next one we're going to go with. We're going to close out side one with a cover by Motley Crue covering the Beatles' "Helter Skelter" against "She Wants Money" by Rat. I don't know why I sound like I'm singing the titles for the Rat songs. It just goes that way.
Well, it's like she wants money. So, it's pretty. It's a cool song. She wants money. I like it a lot. But shit, they are like taking a Beatles song and making it metal. And that's fucking one of the most metal songs the Beatles ever did was Helter Skelter. And they did it right. So I'm taking Motley Crue, Helter Skelter.
Right. Which way are you going to go? Helter Skelter or She Wants Money?
Yeah, I love Helter Skelter. I love the way they did it. She Wants Money is a great song, too. Damn. But I'm going to go with Helter Skelter, man. I love the way they made it their own, and Nicky, admittedly, I mean, he's such a Beatles freak, man. Loves the Beatles.
Isn't everybody?
Yeah, I mean.
Well, the smart people. The smart people, yeah.
But, yeah, I like the way they did it, man. And so I'm going to give the edge to Helter Skelter. But She Wants Money is a great song, too. I can't say that any song that's out of the Cellar sucks, dude. It's great. They're all great, man. Yeah. But Helter Skelter gets the edge on this one.
Yeah, for me on this one, of course I heard Helter Skelter by Motley Crue first before I heard the Beatles version.
Yeah.
And so that's always been special after I found out it was the Beatles, and the Beatles being my favorite band. But I also like the way that Motley Crue did not copy the Beatles version, because where the Beatles kind of stretched it out and brought it back, Motley Crue stops it and it just ends it right there, and instead of going full on out. I don't know if I would have liked it more or not, because I like it the way that it is. And She Wants Money to me was just It was an okay song. You know, I'm not gonna downplay it, but against Helter Skelter, a track that Molly Crew pretty much made their own. The best cover by far.
I put it up there with U2's cover too. I like U2's cover.
Yeah, it's okay,
Because
but
I
not.
like this is a song Charles Manson stole from the Beatles. We're stealing it back. I just love that fucking
Yeah,
thing that Bono says.
yeah, I like that part too. But
Yeah.
Molly Crew does it so much better.
Well, I like it because they're all three different versions, so you get great versions of a
A
great
lot of
song.
I know that there's a lot of other Helter Skelter versions out there, and in fact, I think I talked about one when we did the Beatle covers,
Oh.
and it was
You should
really
do it.
really good.
You should do an
It's a
episode
nice
on the best Helter Skelter.
right, right. All 10, the 10 best versions of the same song.
It's the best version of Helter Skelter.
Yeah, kind of like that. When they came out with that Black album by
Oh,
by
most
by,
of the songs
by
are horrible.
and they had like one song like 10 times in a row.
What was it? Miley Cyrus was one of them, right? On that 10 times in a row. She did a
Oh, there was
version.
so many people on that thing.
Oh,
And,
I never wanted that. I go, this is horrible. Why did I want that Metallica?
and
I
I
like
think
the Black Album,
yeah,
but fuck that shit.
I think it's a double or a triple, and it's cheap to buy
Well,
because I
I
saw it at
just
the store.
I just got the remastered version of the Black Album. I didn't get that shit.
That
Yeah, I didn't want
bullshit.
that.
All right, we're gonna flip this platter to the other side. Molly Crew's gonna start off with Red Hot against lack of communication. Lack of. I don't know why I'm doing that. But
Fucking
yeah, Red Hot against lack of communication. Mark,
why you're doing it because lack of communication is such a fucking earworm and it will never get out of your head. Red Hot's a fucking great song. I love Red Hot. Red Hot, Red Hot. Fucking Tommy Lee's fucking kicking ass. Fucking whole song is amazing. But fucking lack of and the fucking solo. God damn, lack of communication just stays in my head for I'll forget about Red Hot for a while, but lack of communication, once you hear it, it will stay with you. So I'm picking lack of communication, Rat.
all right, that's how you're gonna start side two for these albums. Al,
Damn, that's a tough one too, man. Red Hot starts off fucking Tommy Lee double bass, and it, man, I love that song so much, man. But I love lack of communication a little bit more. So I'm going lack of communication as well. It's such a great song, man.
all right.
Both great songs kick off side too. Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really do. And I'm gonna be the lone wolf on this one because I'm gonna take Red Hot.
Oh wow, okay.
Well, it's
Man,
not a bad choice, so you're
yeah.
good,
No.
man.
Well, this song, if you go back and listen to it, okay, because I was listening so closely this past weekend, it reminds me of early '80s Judas Priest kind of song. The lyrics,
Yeah.
the way that it's played, it's got Judas Priest written all over it, you know. And I'm talking about that short period where Judas Priest was playing songs like that. You know, that's what it reminds me of. Is them. The next track, track two, "Too Young to Fall in Love" by Motley Crue against "Back for More."
Oh, man.
Oh, this is fucking horrible, Andy. I
Yeah,
love cause you're back. And then a little acoustic thing they do in there. I'm fucking too young to fall in love. Those fucking drums by Tommy Lee overtake this song for me. I just love the way his drums are. I love Vince's vocals. I like the fucking riffs by Mick. I'm picking Motley Crue Too Young to Fall in Love on this one.
okay.
And that's my favorite Motley Crue song. So against goddamn, it's fucking hard though. I love them both.
Back for More. Al, which way are you gonna go on this one?
Well, he picked what? Too Young to Fall in Love.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dude. Again, man, both great songs, dude. I mean, but I'm gonna go with Back for More on this one. I love how it starts off with acoustic and then and it goes to electric real quick, then back to acoustic. Then it's got like that those dynamics, man. It's really cool. And then when it kicks in, man, it's got like that friggin' groove to it. Although Too Young to Fall in Love has a great groove to it as well. Like Tommy Lee's got a great drum groove on there. So, but I'm gonna go with Rat on this one.
Yeah. All right, and the riffing on "Too Young to Fall in Love," man, it's fantastic. But I'm
Nasty.
going to agree with my co-host here. I'm going to go with "Back for More"
Damn.
over "Too Young to Fall in Love." "Too Young to Fall in Love" is a good song, but it's not one of my favorites on this album. And I really do like "Back for More." I really do like that.
Back for more rules. This was a hard one to
Yeah,
take. I just took my tipping point was the drum sound by Tommy on Too
yeah.
Young to Fall in Love.
And
I
for
love
me,
drums, so I
yeah,
had to. That was my thing right there.
yeah. Yeah, and Tommy Lee really does a great job on this album too. I mean, they were firing on all cylinders on this one. On the next track, "Knock 'Em Dead, Kid" by Motley Crue, or "The Morning After" by I'm sorry, by Rat. Every time I see that song of the title of "The Morning After" reminds me of a King of the Hill episode. I,
Mike Judge is a genius.
I
Let's
don't
put
know
it
if
that way.
y'all remember it, but it's when um, their neighbor, um, Super Newsom, started to go to a karaoke bar. He was singing an old song from the '70s called "The Morning After," and then his and then
Oh, I
his
know that song.
father-in-law came to stay with him, and and him and Super Newsom never got along. So the stepfather went. Oh, I mean the father-in-law went out there and stole his thunder and started singing that same song. "I want to know if there's a morning after." He didn't even sing it. He just
That's
worded.
a chick who sang it, right? The
Yeah,
morning
yeah,
after. Yeah, some chick.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was like I want to say like a disco ballad.
I know this song because it was played all over the radio.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like disco,
But
but
anyway, to get back to Motley Crue and Rat, not King of the Hill, not disco, but back to this. Um,
Mike Judge is a genius.
yes,
All
he
right, go
is.
ahead.
"Knock 'Em Dead, Kid" against "The Morning After." Mark.
I'm gonna take "Knock 'Em Dead, Kid," dedicated to the LAPD. Yeah, yeah. Back in the day, kids, we read liner notes. So,
Yeah.
I fucking knock 'em dead, kid. Knock 'em dead. I just love that. The morning after is cool and it's a great song, but Knock 'em Dead Kid's always been one of my favorites. So I pick Knock 'em Dead Kid.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with "Knock 'Em Dead Kid" as well. Great song. Uh, "The Morning After" is good, man, but I not as good as "Knock 'Em Dead." "Knock 'Em Dead" is one of my favorites on the album as well.
Right
Great
on.
tune. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
"Knock 'Em Dead." The Crew takes this one for me.
yeah, I'm going to agree with all of y'all on this one. I'm going to go with "Knock 'Em Dead" as well. "Knock 'Em Dead, Kid"
Knock 'em
over "The
dead.
Morning After." All right, guys, we're tied 4-4. Let's
Wow.
see what's going to happen. The last two tracks. Mark, "10 Seconds to Love" against "I'm Insane."
God, I'm off my rocker. I fell out of a tree. I'm standing on shaky ground. No one's watching me. I can't remember my number. I'm taking fucking Rat. I love that fucking song. I'm insane. I can't remember the shout because I'm insane. That song is fucking ear candy. I love the Motley Crue song though, but I'm insane. Fucking takes it for me on
10
that one.
Seconds to Love.
I love taking seconds, love, but
10 seconds.
I'm off my rocker. I fell out of a tree. Those lyrics are just so fucking like smooth compared to 10 Seconds to Love.
And Robin wrote that one too by himself. I mean, that's his composition.
Fucking love 10. I love fucking I'm Insane by Rat. That's one of my favorite songs by them.
10 Seconds to Love.
10 Seconds to
Yeah.
Love rules though, but the smoothness of the way Steven is delivering that song just makes it for me. It's just
Right.
fucking amazing.
All right. Now, which way are you going to go on this?
Both great songs, man. But I'm going "10 Seconds to Love" on this one. Uh, I always loved the riff on that and just everything about it, man. But "I'm Insane." Yeah, I mean, again, you can't go wrong with either one. It's fucking tough, dude. But I'm going with "10 Seconds to Love." I'm going with the Crew on this one.
Yeah. It's fun to listen to these albums back to back. You're like, dude, does this ever end? It's so damn good. to hear these albums back to back.
Both so great, man.
Yeah, they are. I'm gonna go with I'm Insane on this one.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with I'm Insane. I think it's fantastic. I like that it's the ninth track on the album. It's hidden. You got to be an album lover to get to it, and when you get to it, you're given a reward. So I'm gonna go with I'm Insane. All right, guys. Last track scores 5-4. We are going to go with Motley Crue closes the album with Danger versus Scene of the Crime by Rat. Mark.
Oh, this one was so fucking hard. I love Scene of the Crime. You've been caught at the scene of the crime. You cold bitch going out on me. Yeah, he's saying bitch in the lyric. I'm fucking like, yeah. But fucking Danger. I just love the way Vince sings that fucking song. This is Hollywood. He's got like a high, a low, and he fucking just gets like gritty. I'm taking Motley Crue on this one, man. And I'm surprised because my count is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Crue and 4 Rat. And I thought Rat would win this. So that's fucking I love fucking Danger. That song just rules.
Ow.
Both great closers, man. Again, it's tough. But I'm going to give the edge to Rat, Scene of the Crime. I'm going with Scene of the Crime on this one, man.
Interesting.
Just, I don't know, man. It's crazy, bro.
It's a great song. It's a great song.
I know, man. It's just so tough, man. These two albums pitting up against each
right?
other. But yeah, Scene of the Crime, man. I'm gonna go with that one. Everything is like an edge out. It's not like for me. It's not like a clear, except maybe like God Bless the Children of the Beast versus whatever it was against.
In your direction.
In your direction, but everything else was not a blowout. It's close. It's just so tough, man. But I'm going with Scene of the Crime.
All right. Really, it comes down to me. If Rat wins the whole thing, or if there's a tie, we got to go to a tiebreaker. And I've already figured out what the tiebreaker is going to be. I'm going to go with Danger.
Ooh.
I love the storytelling. It's kind of a biography or even an autobiography of what's going on at that time in their lives. Being in LA, the drug scene, the music scene, just all sorts of stuff that was going on. A lot of danger in everywhere they looked. And and like Mark was saying, Vince sang it gritty. So I'm going to go with Danger. So that makes it 5-5.
Wow.
Damn.
5-5. And Al, you had. I gotta figure this out to see who you chose to win. So here's the tiebreaker, guys. It's going to be someone's going to win because it's only 3 of us. So it's going to be the album cover. Who's got the better album cover? The Motley Crue with a pendulum?
The pentagram?
The pentagram, thank you. The pendulum. The pentagram. Or what was also known as this.
See, look how glammy they were, but they look like men. That ain't no Poison right there, man.
No, that's not Poison. That's Judas.
Yeah. But they're more makeup than Judas had, so.
And then there's the back of it. That's bad.
Yeah.
It's more of like a Road Warrior look.
Yeah.
That's the look they were going for.
Out of the Cellar.
That's funny.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's going to be a winner here, guys.
Mark, I like the Motley Crue one better because they got more shit. Even though there's a hotter chick on Tawny Katane on the Rat album, but there's more shit. There's like a pentagram, looks all evil and shit.
Yep.
And then you got them in the middle looking like they have makeup on, but they look like they're gonna kick your ass.
Also, it looks like the music matches the cover.
It does, yes.
It's like what you're going to get into when you're about to listen to this.
I would have put Primal Scream against that other song from the Point Break, Nobody Rides for Free. But go ahead. Just joking.
Why would
That's
I
from
do
a
that?
different.
We're talking
It's a
from a
joke.
different
It's a
era,
joke.
I know,
It's
I
a
know.
joke.
Okay. All right, Al. Oh, so is that your pick, Mark? Is the
The Motley Crue album, that's a lot better.
Al?
Yeah, I love that Motley Crue album cover. The pentagram, the original. That's when you bought the cassette, you bought it with their four faces on. But when you bought the album, that one with the pentagram, I love like when you put it in the light, it's like an embossed, almost kind of glossy. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Both of you have it. Yeah, I love the pentagram cover, man. I mean, yeah, it matches the music inside, like the more kind of sinister, evil kind of stuff, you know.
And look, I could still buy stuff.
Yeah, you see, I don't have.
This is
Was that like an order form?
Yeah, it's an order for them to be part of their fan club and to buy like merch.
Yeah, and then you got the red one sticking out.
Yeah.
I mean, it was evenly done.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that album cover, man. Is that an original pressing, Andy, or like a reissue?
No, it's original pressing.
I think
Oh,
mine
okay.
is too because I have the order form in it, right?
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
but it doesn't have any other year attached to it. But then I do have the cassette over here too. That's got all four on the cassette.
Yeah, it's got the four
Yeah.
faces on them.
Yeah. I don't have the CD, unfortunately.
The CD was the same thing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think the CD was the same as the cassette.
Yeah, same as the cassette. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
Only-
the CD
only the
over here.
vinyl-
With
Only the vinyl had the pentagram, I think.
yeah,
But now, like, they have that 40th anniversary box set of Shot the Devil, and I saw an unboxing video where Nikki goes through everything, and it even includes a cassette. And the cassette, for the first time, has the pentagram cover on it.
okay.
They included the cassette in the package with the vinyl.
now Andy
all that
wants
stuff.
that. You just like got him to want that.
Oh, it's too overpriced, man.
I don't
Well,
know.
and they put on unreleased songs they already released from other editions of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that box set, the first box set, the Music to Crash Your Car to,
Oh,
which was the first album to I want to say to Dr. Feelgood,
very badly
have-
named, by the way.
and then they have Music to Crash Your Car to Part 2, which goes from their decade of decadence to the. Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
A lot better.
a lot
Okay.
better.
Well,
Which I think the second one goes to New Tattoo. I think. I don't think it doesn't go to Saints of Los Angeles. I think it goes to because I think it came out before New Saints of Los Angeles. So the first one's got the first half of their career. The second one's got the second half. Obviously, the first half is probably the better one, but.
yeah, of course.
I only have the first box set, but the cool thing about the box set, it includes the Leather Records mix of the first album, so you get like both mixes in there.
Okay.
Because when they signed to Elektra, they remixed the album. Like Roy Thomas Baker came in and remixed the album, but a lot of people like to seek out that original Leather Records mix,
Yeah.
which is hard to find. I mean, if you find that vinyl, dude, get it. If you can get it. If it's if you go to like a garage sale or flea market or something, you find that you'll see on the back it says Leather Records, not Elektra. So if you find that, dude, you fucking snatch that thing up, dude, because that goes for a lot of money, man.
Nice.
So yeah, that's a great. I think I like the Leather Records mix better. I like both. There's both have their merits, The Leather Records mix is obviously a bit more raw. And stuff. But basically, man, that album is like a glorified demo, just kind of polished up, So, yeah, Roy Thomas Baker came in, and I think they added little things to the mix too, so it's a little more polished. But yeah, it's was Andy? Were you looking at the one?
Yeah, I was wondering because sometimes I buy stuff and I don't know, like y'all do. I just buy stuff because I like it, but
Yeah, that's probably the
Electra.
I'm sure that's the Elektra Records one.
yeah, because
I got
emblem down here at the bottom.
Yeah.
I got two different versions of the Boston album.
Oh, the Boston.
Yeah, the original one.
Okay.
Well, is there different mixes of that? I don't think so.
There's different labels in the middle. One is the
yeah.
original, and one is like when CBS changed their label.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's just a different, like a pressing of it.
I think it's the first pressing of it.
Yeah.
So I got the first pressing and I got the subsequent pressing too.
I think the original pressing has an orange label in the middle. I think.
Yeah. It has their name etched in the top around the label. It has their name etched.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, that does it for our episode of Motley Crue. And Motley Crue won by breaking a tie because they've got the better album cover.
Well, listen, man.
Yeah.
Look how great both those albums are. I mean,
yeah.
For me, it's like kind of a tie too. You know what I mean? So I love both of them.
Yeah, they're both fantastic albums. Let me see how yours went, Al. Okay.
I know it was like the oddball. I think the second track. I think Looks That Kill. I didn't pick Looks That Kill, and you guys did.
Yeah.
Wow, you picked 3-2. Side one, you picked Rat to win.
I may have picked more Rat songs than Crue songs, probably.
I think you did pick more Rat songs than Crue songs.
Yeah.
I picked more Crue songs than Rat songs, which I was surprised at because I thought the Rat album would win out.
Yeah, you went 6-4, Al.
Oh, okay.
6-4 for Rat, and I went 6-4 for the Crue.
I went 6-4 for the Crue. I thought Rat would win. The thing is about these bands, man, they're both awesome, but overall, I'd rather listen to Rat than Motley Crue.
You see, I'm the complete opposite. I will always pick Motley Crue over Rat.
Really?
Really?
I love the first 5 albums of Rat compared to the first 5 albums of Motley Crue.
Really? You
don't like Infestation? Did you like that album?
That's not the first 5, though.
I know, but I'm just saying, Infestation compared to Saints of Los Angeles, way better album.
Oh, you see, I love Saints of Los Angeles.
I like Saints of Los Angeles, but I'm saying Infestation with Eat Me Alive just beats any song off Saints of Los Angeles.
Well, if you do a track by track, it might be different.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they have the same tracks.
I don't know.
That'd be a good one. Saints of Los Angeles versus
if they have the same tracks, that'd be a good one to do.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. But Mark, plug your stuff, man. What do you got going on?
Well, the Freeform Rock podcast, we got the last ever episode with Mr. Charles Trainer. He ain't coming back on. We're doing Bill Algie from the Ages of Rock podcast guest with us. He picked the album. He did the new Lynch Mob Babylon. I'm sorry. That's about it, man. Okay. I said, listen to the album listen to the podcast because they're funny. It might not be that good of album.
All right.
And also the BS sessions tomorrow. We're doing our top 11 albums of 2023.
Awesome. I can't wait to see that. Al, what's going on next week here on Black Spinner Circle?
Yeah, since it's the beginning of the year, first month of the year, we're going to go top 10 best opening tracks from albums, so best openers. So you pick your top 10 where you think the best first songs on an album is. Yep. So first impressions. I think we may have had something like this before, right, Andy?
I think you guys did, yeah.
Yeah, but it was first and last impressions, I think.
Was it in first and last tracks?
Yeah.
I don't think so, man. I think it might have been. I don't know. But being at the beginning of the year, I figured we'd do best first songs for an album. So
yeah, so we haven't done this. It was the first track of a debut album.
That's what it was.
That's what you guys did. Yeah.
Yes. But this could be first track. This could be a first track of any album.
Yeah.
You know, so
that sounds like fun.
Top 10 plus 5 first tracks from albums. So whatever album you want to pick.
Yep.
That'll be next Wednesday.
That'll be next Wednesday. And then the Wednesday after that, we are going to be ranking top tens of a certain year. I just haven't figured that out yet. But we are going to have the guys from the Dawn of the Rising are going to be our special guests on that day. I got to get together with the guitar player Iggy and see exactly what we're going to do, because they've got an album being released on the 19th.
Yeah, they're coming out with a new album. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they're going to talk about it on the 17th. This will be their third time on Black Spinner. So
Cool.
we'll see what's going to go on there. So those are our next two episodes. All right, guys. Any final words before we head out?
No, man, just support artists, man. Buy music. Keep CDs are doing great. I know vinyl sucks because it's so fucking high in price. I got these 2 box sets for Christmas. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
Rat, there you go, Rat, and Winger. So
hey, thanks again for being on our show, Mark. We really
I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for coming on BS Sessions. We appreciate, me and Jerry appreciate you guys a lot. I like crossing over with you guys. You guys are really fun to be with. I like learning stuff from Al and you, Andy. I like to keep my musical thing keep going, not staying stuck in a rut.
And I learned something new about Milton Berle's family.
Cool, man.
I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody too. So.
Oh yes, of course. Happy New Year's, guys. I feel that 2024 is going to be something fantastic.
Merry New Year, and make sure it gets a beef jerky.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot, Mark and Al. I will be seeing you very soon.
You got.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Andy. Later.
Yeah. You guys have a good night.
I'll take it easy.
All right, later, man.